WXII 12 News at 10 on the Triad CW starts now.
A Wilkes County minister is in jail tonight facing over 100 felony sex crimes against children. I'm Brandon Bates with more on the victims' ages and when these alleged crimes took place. A family reunited with a man they call a hero. I'm Steve King in Greensboro with the heartwarming reunion between a family and a man who stepped in during an attempted kidnapping at a local restaurant.
But first, tonight we are starting with the weather, and it is stuck on repeat across the Piedmont Triad. Wouldn't be complaining if we were stuck in the 70s.
Very true, but that is not the case. We are dealing with more freezing temperatures overnight and well into your morning too. Chief Meteorologist Lainey Pope's getting you ready for that moment. You got to get up and step outside.
That's right, and it's a difficult one. When you were out this morning, you noticed, of course, the very cold air, and tomorrow morning will be very much like that. We're already below freezing at 27 degrees. We do still have a north wind, which of course is making it feel colder. The good news with the wind is that it's going to shut off a little bit, not be quite as strong tomorrow morning or during the day tomorrow. We've got 28 right now in Reidsville, 29 in Lexington, 27 in North Wilkesboro, and we've even got temperatures that are freezing from Columbia over to Fayetteville, Raleigh, and Greenville. We have clear skies all across our area, so those temperatures are going to continue to drop. We're down near 20 degrees from the mountains to the foothills to the Piedmont early tomorrow morning. So definitely going to need winter coats. Want to cover up with those gloves and hats as well. Now, we do have a change on the way. You look out to the west, you're going to see clouds as well as rain and snow. I'll tell you when that gets here coming up.
Thanks, Lainey. The Interactive Resource Center in Greensboro is keeping people safe from this bitter cold. There's a white flag flying outside its building, meaning anyone without a warm place to stay can go to the center on East Washington Street.
Yeah, the IRC is asking people to donate things like granola bars, chips, and other snacks if they're able to.
An Eastern Wilkes County minister is in jail right now in connection to over 100 felony sex offenses.
Brandon Bates joins us now from Wilkes County tonight with a closer look at exactly who this man is and how old police say the victims are here.
Arrest records show that 58-year-old Ronald Dean Luffman was arrested on Thursday on 115 felony sex charges. The youngest alleged victim, just 4 years old. From the year 2000 to 2015, Rodney Luffman is accused of 115 felony sex crimes against 3 underage victims, 2 boys and a girl, ranging in ages 4 to 16 years old. The Wilkes County Sheriff's Office started looking into Luffman in October of 2019 and took him into custody without incident last week. Investigators identified the man pictured here as Luffman when he was a pastor at Open Arm Ministries in Elkin, a ministry that's no longer at this location. On a Facebook page that was identified as Luffman's by investigators, this was posted just minutes before the arrest. Quote, "When you start hearing things that you can't possibly believe I do, don't believe it. I'll prove myself innocent in court. Please pray for me," end quote. Luffman's charges are broken down into 80 charges of indecent liberties and 35 sexual offenses. And Luffman remains in the Wilkes County Jail tonight. His bond is set at $1 million. Reporting in Wilkes County, Brandon Bates, WXII 12 News.
Brandon, thank you. A former Randolph County High School teacher is facing rape charges tonight. Investigators say the accuser is not a student or a minor. Randolph County deputies arrested Brian Guerrero yesterday. He'd been wanted in the city of Greensboro. Authorities there say a woman he was acquainted with reported the incident last month.
Arrest warrants are shedding more light about the death of a baby in Clemens. Investigators say Brandon McDaniel killed his 3-month-old son Sloan last week at his house. The warrants say McDaniel assaulted the infant in a way that, quote, resulted in serious physical injury, bleeding on the brain, as well as multiple other serious injuries yet to be diagnosed. He took the child to the hospital on January 13th. Then police charged and arrested him for felony child abuse. When the baby died 3 days later, charges were upgraded to murder. McDaniel is in jail tonight with no bond, and his next court date is set for early next month.
A New Year's resolution for law enforcement across Forsyth County is to crack down on gun violence. Last year, authorities got hundreds of guns off the street. They also had 31 homicides. Today, they laid out their plan for the public. More on this coming up in our next half hour of news.
Now to a WXII 12 News exclusive. A Triad family reunited with the man who stepped in and helped stop an 8-year-old from being kidnapped. Our Steve King was at the Biscuitville on West Market Street in Greensboro, where both the attempted crime and this reunion took place.
Police say 55-year-old Timothy Fry tried to grab an 8-year-old girl outside of a bathroom at this Biscuitville on West Market Street in Greensboro on December 27th. Now, police say a local man, Cody Bird, stepped in, intervened, and also snapped photos of both Fry and Fry's vehicle, leading officers to Fry's location later that day. Now, on Tuesday night, Cody Bird met up with both the mother of the child and the little girl, Madeline.
It's so surreal seeing you. Oh gosh. It's good to see you again under better circumstances. So what do you want to say? Do you want to say hi?
Hi.
She's shy. It's okay.
How have you been?
I've been doing all right.
Both Heather Owen and Cody Bird say they were not sure what their reunion was going to be like, but they're very glad they were able to meet up again.
It's nice to see you again and say thank you again. I didn't get to give you a proper thank you that day.
I think I'm glad to see she's doing okay, honestly. Glad that the parents get to enjoy more of seeing that happiness with her. Glad that, you know, that laughter, that smile is still being able to shine on this world.
I'm happy that he helped me and called the police and the police catched him.
The family and the North Carolina A&T graduate student from Greensboro say they all have an unbreakable bond.
We've been thinking about you a lot. If it hadn't been for you, this little girl, this is our world. So you saved our world.
Thank you.
And we can't thank you enough. There isn't enough that we could even say. There's no words that could say what you did for us. You're a hero in the true sense of the word.
And newfound friendship.
Glad it's finally feeling like winter, but...
Yeah. Well, if it's going to be this cold, it might as well snow, so we can go sledding.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah. Don't you agree? Build some snowmen?
Yeah.
Now, Cody and Heather say they're going to keep in touch moving forward. In the meantime, Timothy Fry remains in the Guilford County Jail with $300,000 bond. Reporting in Greensboro, Steve King, WXII 12 News.
Steve, thank you. And Timothy Fry is charged with attempted first-degree kidnapping plus indecent liberties in connection to this incident. Arrest warrants state that Fry was intending to keep that 8-year-old in sexual servitude.
The impeachment trial of President Trump is officially underway. Here's what things look like right now on the Senate floor. They are still going strong in Washington, D.C. Opening arguments are now set for 3 days for each side instead of 2. Camilla Bernal is on Capitol Hill tonight with details.
Let's get this trial started, shall we?
Before evidence and arguments against President Trump are laid out to the Senate, there's a battle raging on over the rules of the trial outlined by Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell.
We don't want to talk about the McConnell resolution and how patently unfair it is. We don't want to talk about how pardon the expression, ass backwards it is to have a trial and then ask for witnesses.
Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer introducing amendments to change up the rules. One to subpoena documents from the White House, another to subpoena documents from the State Department, and a third to subpoena documents from the Office of Management and Budget.
These documents go directly to one of President Trump's abuses of power.
The amendment is tabled.
All three were killed by the GOP-held chamber in party line votes, 53-47.
We hear a lot of arguments from the President's counsel. None of them directly address why there shouldn't be witnesses and documents.
But President Trump's lawyers argue the time to call witnesses has passed.
They never subpoenaed Ambassador Bolton. They didn't try to call him in the House, and they withdrew the subpoena for Charles Kupperman before the judge could rule, and they asked that the case be mooted. And now they come here and they ask you to issue a subpoena for John Bolton. It's not right.
On Capitol Hill, I'm Camilla Bernal reporting.
8 House Republicans will help defend the president at the impeachment trial. The lawmakers will reportedly serve as outside advisors and surrogates for the president. Among them, Western North Carolina Congressman and Trump ally Mark Meadows. His role, we're told, will be largely ceremonial.